Inscription. Continue, new game. I go. Let's quit. Continue. Do you find it interesting that new game isn't an option? I didn't start a game on this. I swear to God, I did not start a game on this. This is actually my first time loading this game up. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. I can't do that voice. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Now play your stout. Stoat. Stoats cost 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. An honorable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Okay, so the blood symbol is how much the sacrifice is. Bring the bell at your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is the attack power 1. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. I win. Like this. I won! Hey, look, that was an easy battle. Look at that. That was super easy. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. You bastard. My coyote deals 2 damage to your stoat. This means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It is your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. If I draw a squirrel, I can sacrifice my stoats. Hang on. Don't get it yourself. You need to draw a card first. I'm gonna draw a squirrel. How dull. So if I... Hey! Screw off. It's not a dull move. It's a smart move. If I sacrifice my stoat and my squirrel, I get 2 blood, and I can make a wolf. And that guy has 1 health, so I can basically just shred him immediately. So let's do that. Okay, then let's play this guy. Hey, no, sorry, stoat. Fear not, the beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. All right, let's put this guy here, and then let's end my turn. Because you're learning, I will pass. Again, the choice, a random card from the deck or the starting of a squirrel. I'm going to go for random card this time. River Snapper. 2 sacrifices. 2 sacrifices. I got nothing. 3 damage dealt, 3 weights added on the scale. Pass. Oh, thanks for passing. I appreciate it. Let's try a squirrel. I'm gonna play a squirrel. I'm gonna mix it up here. I'm gonna sacrifice this guy and this guy. Why not? And I'm gonna play River Snapper for no reason. Because why not? Why not? You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh yes. You were lost in the forest. A single path revealed itself. Two denizens of the forest approach you tentatively. The classic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. The undying cat, sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Oh, that seems extremely useful. Only one may grace your paltry deck. Poison? Or a cat that never dies? Many lives. When a card bearing the sigil sacrifice, it does not perish. Touch of death. When a card bearing the sigil damages another card, another creature, that creature perishes. I feel like I could probably get that later on. I'm gonna go with the cat. Another creature joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of an emergency. Oh, thank you. And have a second. Oh, thank you. Another useful implement. It'll allow you to tip the scales with it. That 3 is as much as you can carry. Okay, Duke, I didn't even see that comment until just now. I fucking love that. All right, you're brilliant, man. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it. Maybe. You'll help me? Take your turn. Play along for now. Thank you, Stout. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Wait, you may now see my moves ahead of time? What? He's obviously going to bring the wolf down, then he's going to attack my boulder. Wolf cub down, then he's going to attack my boulder. What's that do? Fledgling. A card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after one turn on the board. Okay, so as long as that thing stays on the board, it's going to grow more powerful. And he's going to try and attack my boulder. So the best move is to just start hurting him right away. Can I play my infinite cat? You're lacking sacrifices for that cat, but you do have a squirrel. Oh, fine. I'll play my squirrel. Need I remind you, your items help. I think what I'm gonna do here, I have an idea. I can get both of these on the board pretty much immediately. What I gotta do here is I gotta sacrifice this guy. 2 blood, 1 blood. No, I can get the stoat on the board and I could do damage quickly. Okay. We're gonna hold on for the infinite calf right now. We're gonna sacrifice this and get the stoat here, so this way he'll attack forward. Here we go. And I'm gonna have my turn. Because this wolf club has to do that. My ambitious wolf cub, it ages swiftly. Alright, River Snapper has a lot of health. He's like a defense guy, it looks like. Not really an attack guy. So it's not so much either. I'm gonna draw this. I got a wolf, nice, okay. Oh, I should have done that. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna have my turn. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Oh, well, you son of a bitch. Ha, my bat flew right over your stoat. Cardbrain the will strike at the point directly, even as the creature opposing it. Ooh, okay. Well, the good news is he only has 1 health, so the next turn this guy's gonna kill him, so that's taken care of. That bad news is that. So I need to draw a squirrel. And I'm gonna have to play a squirrel here. I'm gonna have to use the cats here. I'm gonna get the cat on the board. Okay. And now next time I'm gonna draw a squirrel, I can use the squirrel and the cat, and I can place a wolf here and start attacking that tree. Ooh, actually, River Snapper here because this guy's gonna get really strong in a bit here. But that should take care of the bat. Let's try the squirrel. Place the squirrel here. Sacrifice you and you. Place my defense guy here. There we go. Oh, actually, I could just killed him. This wolf does more damage than him. I could have just killed him. Oh well. We learn from our mistakes, you know. All right, and I guess I'm gonna place a squirrel here, and I'm gonna get my last wolf on the board. That's not my turn. Okay, next turn I'm gonna kill a lot. I have another wolf. Nice. I'll return. There we go. GG's. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Ooh, is this a card? What do I get? The young wolf club. It grows into a wolf after a single turn. The meek sparrow, an expensive, yet feeble flying creature. Card bearing the sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. Card bearing the sigil will strike an opponent directly into this creature on the poison. I think we go with the flying thing. Yeah, let's go with the flying thing. You stumbled into some strange stone in the mist. You are compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Okay, so this sacrifices. Infinite cat or the flying sparrow? I think we can go off the sparrow. You looked upon your range and select a healthy host. Pick me. Does this transfer the flying thing onto this guy? If that's the case, this cat doesn't attack, so I wouldn't want a flying infinite health cat. Let's think smart about this. What's my... He only does 1 damage, though. I don't know if he's worth it, you know? Alright, fine. Stoat says pick him. I'll pick the Stoat. Stoat wants me to pick him. I'll pick the Stoat. Here you go. What an honor. A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the sparrow now lives in the Stoat. Alright, so I have a flying Stoat now. That's very cool. Behold my totem. Hi. No, you scared the shit out of me. It inscribes my canine guards with the airborne sigil. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. What do you have? He has a bat that's gonna fly, and he has a coyote that's gonna fly. Shit, that's not good. I could play an emergency squirrel. Oh, I could get the Stoat on the board. 2 damage, 2 damage. Ooh, that's gonna kill my... Oh! That's bad. I gotta play a Stoat right away. I gotta play the squirrel. I gotta play the flying Stoat now. 1 health. 1 health. Yee. I might want to start using those emergency items, actually. I need this guy taken care of. This guy is going to do a lot of damage. Let's get rid of this coyote here. My flying Stoat back on the board. Oh, I love that. That little flying detail. I'm going to grab an emergency squirrel in the next turn. I'll bring out a wolf. My totem is granted my coyote the power of flight. How am I doing? Oh, wow. Okay. I need to bring a wolf out fast. Okay. He can take care of this guy. And if I put the wolf here, I can take care of the bat. Let's get a squirrel. Use my 2 squirrels to bring out a wolf. Bring out this guy. Let's bring the wolf out. Put the wolf here and have the wolf attack that guy and end turn. Wait. God, that was a fucking stupid decision. The Stoat just he flies over him and attacks the other guy. No! Oh, Stoat. Oh, Stoat. Oh, Stoat. I gotta kill the Stoat. This Stoat's gotta go. This flying Stoat is the worst decision I ever made so far. Wow, seriously? Yes, you are killing me. I need you to kill this coyote. Why are you not killing the coyote? Thank you. Alright, he only does 1 damage right now. I need to get a squirrel in my hand, and then I just gotta attack and start building up damage. You're 1 damage away from winning. Yep. Alright, and I could do this. I'm gonna draw a squirrel. I'm gonna go. Oh, damn, we just won. Impressive. You might get to survive this ordeal. Alright, so doing the emergency squirrel was definitely a good idea, that play. Knock on wood. Did it. Let's see what my cards are. The real killed skunk. Its stench reduces the strength of the enemy. The proud wolf, a vicious contender. The convenient raven, a blight upon the skies. I can get our flying thing. I don't know if the flying thing is the best idea anymore. The creature posting a card bearing the sigil loses 1 power. 0 attack. It might be good for a sacrifice, so I can get a stinky coyote or something later on. But also, flying coyote might also be a good idea too, you know? The flying stone was a terrible idea. I am not a fan of the flying power anymore. I need creatures off the board. We're gonna go with the skunk. I want to make something stinky in the future. Campfire. Huh. So I can imbue something with the power of stink. What's the campfire do? You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire. One said. Warm it by the fire. Never lands its power, said another. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. I don't think this is a good idea. But if it makes my creature stronger, I can make my flying stoat more powerful so it does more damage. I can make one of my wolves more powerful. I can have my infinite cat do attacks. Ow! Maybe I want to make my wolf more powerful. Does it make it more costly? That's a big concern. If it makes it more costly, then it's not something we should really do. I'm gonna get rid of the stink anyways on this guy. I'm gonna put the stink on a wolf. I have plans to put the stink on a wolf, so we're just gonna hold off on the skunk. As for the cats, I'm gonna let's not level up the cat. Let's not do that. Let's put the points in the I have a flying stoat. Maybe 11 up the stoat would be a good idea. Yeah, let's go with the wolf. Okay, it doesn't make it more expensive. That's good. The fire warmed the poor wolf, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed the teeth. Without a word, you pulled the wolf away from the fire and left. Nice. What's this? I got a squirrel. This is an alright hand so far. No, actually, I lied. This is a shitty hand. This is a crappy hand, man. He's good. Oh, that's a grizzly. That's a strong thing. Maybe I should reduce his power. Oh, that's a flying squirrel. I can play my squirrel and I can bring the skunk out. I can reduce this guy's attack by 1. A card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Ooh, Grand Pfeiffer. Okay, nice. These, you replace a weight on the scale, the pain is temporary. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the squirrel. These Pfeiffers are kind of in the way, which is actually really unfortunate for us. And then we're gonna use the skunk to limit the power of the grizzly. That's what I'm really concerned about. Yeah, it's gonna instantly kill my skunk, but for now, it doesn't do more damage for me. Actually, that was a terrible play. Oh shit, this is a terrible play. I gotta hope that the next card I get is a Shran. Okay, I have an idea. Oh shit, I died. You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. I should have used an emergency squirrel there. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from the top of the bar, besides the door. What? Oh. Alright, let's grab that. Bring it here. Now sit back down. Okay. Let me explain something to you. That was one of your 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now we'll worry. Oh, damn. Okay, so card and an item, or card and a campfire. Whoa, campfire. Infinite cat. The flighty elk. It moves after attacking. What does that do? At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Oh, so it just moves one direction to the right. Okay. The monstrous grizzly. Its form speaks enough. It's a vicious grizzly. I want the fucking grizzly. Give me the grizzly. Give me that grizzly. I want that grizzly. Alright, so we got... Maybe it is time to upgrade the stoats. So this way he's a little... This way I have a low cost... What I'm thinking here is if I upgrade the stoat, I have a low cost creature that can do at least some useful damage instead of just one. Like, it can take out smaller creatures, you know? I'm gonna do that. Oh, no, it's flying. Alright. Let's go. Someone was pulling that out of their pocket. Time to go. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A horrible figure stood in your path. Yeah, 'twas the prospector. I don't know why I came up with that voice for a prospector. It's doing the prospector again? Easy, boss. The mule's key. Thanks for the tip, Stoat. Appreciate it. Okay. I need to get my stone on the board. Let's get my stone on the board. Pack mule who's left. Okay, let's put him in the path of the pack. No, yeah, I want to move you. Shit, never mind. All right, we're stuck with him. Interesting. It's my high damage wolf. Let's get the high damage wolf out. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Sorry, I'm the sigil. Take care of the coyote. Now he's gonna come out. He's gonna attack my wolf. Where's my emergency squirrel here? Just this way I have him. This wolf can take care of the pack mule instantly. Let's do that. Okay. And then I can't pull a card, so I just gotta be done here. Oh, that's why the pack mule's key. They nabbed my mule. Okay, so I sacrificed a bit there. By a bit, I mean quite a bit. I mean I'm very close to death, bitch, you know? But, it's cool. We have a bullfrog. Block against airborne. Nice, okay. This guy does nothing. Skunk that reduces damage. We have 2 squirrels and my grizzly. That requires 3 sacrifices. If I can get my squirrel out here, 3 squirrels, I can get my grizzly out, and I can put my... Ooh. There's 2 lights in that candle. Maybe I should hold off on that. Alright, let's do this. Let's get this bullfrog out. I'm gonna put the bullfrog here. This guy's gonna do quite a bit of damage going that way, which is really good for us. And then I can use... Actually, yeah, that's what even the scales. Yep, that evened out the scales a bit. Yep, okay. was definitely a good line of thinking. Oh, he has a wolf. What is this wolf doing? When empty space would be struck, a card bearing the sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Oh, I mean, if you want to take the 1 damage from this guy, I think that's fine, honestly. Like, that's fine. You want to take the 1 damage from that guy? That's fine. You can do that. I'm gonna roll onto my grizzly. I'm gonna get a... Let's get a squirrel out here and put 2 squirrels on the board. It's probably best to make sure I do have squirrels on me. And then that'll take care of that coyote. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Excessive damage is not wasted. It carries over to the car behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Luckily for you. Oh, nice! Okay, so I did damage to the wolf. Oh, my big power wolf is gone, though. 1 damage, 2 damage, he'll do 3 damage, so eventually he's gonna win on this. I have an infinite cat now. But I don't really have anything I can play. Okay, and I can sacrifice the skunk as well. Fuck, 2 skunks? Wait, are you serious? That guy... We'll sacrifice... this guy. Take care of this guy. And then I guess that's what we're gonna do. Let me do my sex down. I love that for you. I gotta learn the rules in this game a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. So this is 4 damage. Okay, I'm gonna play my big gun here. Let's get rid of the heavy damage guy and do some more damage to him as well. Oh shit, no, that's right! It doesn't carry over to him, it does to the creatures after him. Okay, that was my bad. I misunderstood that part there. More gold for me. Oh, Jesus, okay. I misunderstood that part there. Okay, so it only carries over damage to creatures behind him. It doesn't carry over damage to any something else behind him. Okay, I get that now. I get that now. This game is super cool. I'm a big fan of it so far. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here's some cards for your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. The cost from the wolf, 2. A cost of 2 blood from the wolf. And this time I will use its power and health. The numbers. Oh ho ho! 5 damage and 2 health. Okay. So this is gonna be a wolf. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. Infinite cat. Or stinky. Infinite cat. Phoenix. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. And I love the fact that you're gonna get your sex down. That's amazing. Are you ready? No, I don't think I'm ready to die. You do not need a smile. Oh. I smiled. Okay, well, I died. But we're learning the ropes of this game. No, we're learning the rules of this card game. Here we go again. Another challenger, excuse me. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. The resource opossum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when your creature perishes for any reason. Rattler, okay. Still costs 1 blood. He's got 1 health. With the death of your creature, you gained a bone. Will will not lose this until it's spent or the battle ends. Oh, that's what bones are. Okay. Okay, well, I got 2 bones now, so that means I can get this deposit. And this guy does 1 damage, so I can get rid of this rattler. Boom. There we go. All right, and then I can bring in the wolf here. Play this, and then play the squirrel here. So squirrels are like the sacrificial thing, it seems like. And then this rattler is gonna kill this guy, but we can do some massive damage in the meantime, so that's fine. Oh, actually, we did enough damage that we won. Nice. I'll happily take that. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. Oh, wait, that's... You know... There was a hand on the safe. Did anyone else see that fucking hand? I saw a hand on that safe. There's something inside there. Bullfrog and a squirrel. This has to be a puzzle. This is the board we're looking at. If I played it like this, does it do a thing? I'm getting a bullfrog and a squirrel inside the center. Okay. Okay, so that's a puzzle thing there. Let us continue.